Yo, what's up, YouTube? So, I want to share a quick story about failing on the carnivore diet. So, when I first heard about this, it was from Michaela Peterson and Jordan Peterson on Joe Rogan's podcast. And listening to them and how they healed mental health issues and arthritis was fascinating to me. As someone that struggled with both of those as well as gut issues, I was constantly looking for answers. I felt like my health was deteriorating at a pretty young age. So, like, I guess late 20s, mid 20s, I always had issues. And I was like tired of going to the doctor and being prescribed a medication. I was tired of going to the doctor and saying, you have IBS, there's no cure for it. Take Miralax every day if you're constipated. And it was an unacceptable answer to me because I always felt like, no, there should be a way that you can handle this stuff for yourself and take control of your own health. So when I learned about the carnivore diet, I said, screw it, I'm all in, let's do this. But this was my mistake. I looked at it, I set a time frame. I said, I'm going to do this for 100 days. And I'm going to have discipline for 100 days, and it's going to be a reset. It's going to be a detox. It's going to be some sort of cleanse, and then I'll go back to adding in normal foods. So I ate steak, eggs, and bacon every day for 100 days. Gut issues went away. My mental health started getting better and better. I didn't have that lull of energy in the middle of the day. I'm seeing all of these improvements. After the 100 days, I said, I did it. I healed myself. And then I went back to adding in normal people foods, whether it be peanut butter or pizza, even though it was gluten-free pizza, whatever. And then eventually went to the Paul Saladino route as well, which is like the animal-based diet, which is, fruit, steak, honey, no vegetables. I don't like vegetables anyway. No one really likes vegetables, so it's like not a really big deal to get rid of them. And over time, I did pretty decent with it for a while because I was still about 80% steak, but throwing in some, I'll have a dessert. I don't care. I'll have a pizza every once in a while. And the more I did that, the more likely I was to make future bad choices with my foods. Like every time I had a pizza, like the likelihood of having another pizza that week really, really increased. And I believe that's because of just a carbohydrate addiction, or you're just so, I don't know, there's just that feeling like, oh my God, I need to eat some bad food because it makes you feel good in the short term. And because I looked at it as a detox, as a cleanse, and that I was healed, I allowed my health to get crappy again. So gut issues started to come back, mental health issues started to come back, even though I was still 80% steak. And even doing a like the animal-based, I guess, way of doing carnivore, I was still more likely to cheat. So I was never really doing animal-based with just fruit and honey and steak, because I would always go back to a pizza or a piece of cake or some chips or like some sort of crappy food that wasn't going to help me. So I had to rewire my framework about 6 months ago and decide, no, man, like you had all these great results with a carnivore diet. Why stop? Maybe this isn't a detox. Maybe this isn't a cleanse or a reset. Maybe this is just a way of life. Maybe this is the proper way that we should be eating. And about 6 months ago, I went back, and every single week, now is the longest I've ever done a carnivore diet. I was carnivore for 100 days, and then I guess you'd call it animal-based, meat-based for the last several years, which was all right. But like I said, the ailments started to creep back in. And over the last 6 months, now I've been strict carnivore. There was, I think, one day where I ate some honey and I felt like crap the next day. But throughout that period of time, just eating steak, water, That's pretty much it. Once in a while, some bacon. Once in a while, some eggs. I just prefer steak. It's just so much better. Um, I'm looking at it quite differently now because every week it's like the gut issues are healing. Every week the mental health is getting better. Every week I'm looking good. Like skin looks great. Other than this little thing right here, but it's from getting back into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and kickboxing and rolling around on the mat, sweating in the gi, all that stuff. So I know I'm gonna have some little marks or flare-ups on my body, but I look good. I feel good. I'm at a proper weight for myself. So I'm 5'11", fluctuating around 165, 167 ish, and that feels good. It feels like you're at, fighting weight. It's really hard to gain weight on this diet. So kind of puts you in a great place for as far as, what your body should probably look like and how much you should weigh. And now I'm looking at it as a way of life. This is the way I eat, and this is the way I eat to function properly and to function the best I can possibly function. So over the last few months, I've been able to do a lot more than I thought I could do. I started a business, got back into kickboxing, back into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm really taking control of my life because I have control of my health. And when you don't have control of your health, you do not have control of your life. You're more likely to be emotional. You're more likely to not go after the things that are really important to you. And it's quite sad because most people are struggling. And if most people are struggling, they are in this same exact situation that I was in. So if you're going to try the carnivore diet, and if you have any of these issues, arthritis, mental health issues, gut issues, autoimmune issues, look them up and then type in carnivore after it, and guarantee there's someone with a story about healing themselves from that challenge. And don't forget once you do carnivore and you get into it and you start feeling better, don't forget what got you there. If you're going to add back in other foods, don't forget what got you to your health. Okay? And don't look at it as a reset. This may be a way of life for a lot of people. And that's okay. Yeah, you're a little weird socially. And you just got to get over that. You got to get over that hump. And there's tons of resources now. When I first started, there wasn't too much information. There was like 3 people talking about it. Now a ton of people are talking about it. And learn from others and learn from others' mistakes so you don't have to go through the same trials and tribulations when you start the diet. And if you're interested in working with someone that understands it, reach out. So you can comment something underneath this YouTube video, or you can reach me at Justin Corey Fitness on Instagram, and I'd be glad to help you out. It's easier to transition when you have somebody who's been in your exact shoes that's helping you through it. That can help you transition, that can tell you each week what you're probably going to feel like during that transition period, so you don't think you're doing something wrong, or you're unsure, or you try it for 10 days and then quit. Believe me, I've been down that road. So anyway, I want to make this short video about, how I failed on the carnivore diet back into now, where I'm seeing so much success that it's unbelievable. I mean, it really is a life-saving diet. And I wish you guys the best. If you want to contact me, hit me up, and good luck.